Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wrestling Tracks. Welcome to Wrestling Tracks, everybody. At this time, we're trying to get my brother on the show. If he would pick up the phone. 1 second. Here we go. We're getting my brother on the show right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
What's up, Greg? How you doing?
Fine. How you doing?
I'm good. We are live on Wrestling Tracks, ladies and gentlemen, and we are just a couple of minutes removed from Backlash. What a time it was, ladies and gentlemen, man. I tell you. How did you feel about the show?
Man. Overall, it was a real pretty good show. Excited about seeing SmackDown moving forward. Excited to see AJ Styles get another shot at being a WWE champion. Excited about seeing who's going to be the first SmackDown Women and SmackDown Tag Team Champion.
Yes, indeed. Gentlemen, those of you who missed it, I will give you a kind of a very short results here. We have a new women's champion. I believe her name is the last kicker, Becky Lynch. Congratulations to you, girl. And
Congratulations.
Can you believe it, man? New tag team champions, Heath Slater and the ECW legend, Rhino.
No, I can't believe that. I was expecting the Usos to win it.
I'm going to get to the Usos in just a second. But now Heath Slater can afford a double wide trailer.
Finally.
With all the kids. And the wife of his, Lord help her, the wife of his.
They can't cook.
Nonetheless, the Usos, speaking of the Usos, did you notice that they abandoned their Simmertal entrance, their war entrance?
They abandoned a whole lot. Their whole attitudes changed.
I believe their face paint is gone. They're not wearing their face paint anymore, the traditional face paint. Their Simmertal war dance they do before they come into the ring, that's gone. I like the persona. I like the attitude. But if you like, I can understand the face paint, the dance. That's their customary tradition. Now I haven't seen anybody who's Samoan use that dance in the wrestling world, but the Usos, maybe about work for them. Who knows?
I've seen Samoans in other sports, rugby Samoan teams, rugby soccer teams. They've done even rugby. The whole Hawaiian football team do that dance before their games. So I've seen it done in other sports.
I believe it's called the Simmertals. SIVTAU, the Simmertal. It's supposed to strike fear in their opponent. That's
right.
It's to strike fear and intimidate. And they said, we're not doing that. And they abandoned the face paint. By the way, I want to take you back to years ago with Stephanie and Sting. This is what I'm talking about, face paint. And she said, you're just a face painted freak. Wait a minute, hold up. I know a lot of people who wear face paint who are very successful. I'm just saying. I give you names. The band Kiss, Sting, Hall of Famers, the Ultimate Warrior, Time Jeff Hardy. The list goes on. People successfully wear face paint. Those abandon all that stuff. Will it work from here on out?
The way the Usos' new attitude, I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. When Rikishi changed his attitude and had his little attitude, that pushed him into finally getting a world title match, which he should have had, being a intercontinental champion and a tag team champion.
Mm-hmm. I like the fact that Rikishi and his former partner Sky Tuhati They were champions. They were partners for over 5 years. That's a whole lot of chemistry right there.
Yeah.
It would have been cool. He mentioned Scott Duhati in his Hall of Fame speech. Nonetheless, that was cool to be partners for 5 years. You have a partner with a friend. You know each other. You get personal. You be on the road, you up and down the road all the time. You're traveling together. It's a long way on the road. You get to know each other. Tag team wrestling, I believe, has changed in the wrestling business over the years.
Yes, indeed. Man, tag team is a lost art. Um, they don't. It's not as hot like it used to be back in the day. They don't have the great teams. I grew up watching the Hart Foundation battling the British Bulldogs, Demolition battling the Road Warriors, Demolition, the Hart Foundation. Man, and the list go on and on. The Heenan family, uh, the Four Horsemen, uh, the Freebirds.
Yes, sir. You know, like, by the way, the British Bulldog, I think that's the cousins via marriage of the Hart Foundation. Via marriage.
No, he's the brother-in-law. He was married to Bret Hart's sister.
The brother-in-law, rather, of the Hart Foundation. Interesting. That's what get Davey Boy Smith Jr. and all them folks.
Yes. That is actually Natalia's cousin.
Ah, I got you. It was nice to see the Hart Foundation, the remake of the Hart Foundation, with Natalia, Jason, that Tyson, Natalia, and David Boy Smith Jr. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we haven't heard from David Boy and Tyson since Tyson is still on the injury list. David Boy Jr.
It looks like Tyson Kidd's gonna have to retire from his injury. David Boy Jr. is, off working the independent wrestling scene. He's a tag team champ there.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen David Boy Jr. since WrestleMania 26.
Yeah.
Last time we saw David Boy, and the reason why we saw him because he's a part of a impromptu lumberjack match with the chairman of the board, Mr. McMahon, and Bret Hart. And that's one of the dream matches you never thought you'd see in this business. Vince McMahon versus Bret Hart.
Oh man, I was loving that match.
Yeah, man. And I tell you, speaking of matches, the next time SmackDown comes your way for a pay-per-view is October 9th. It is No Mercy. First time in 8 years. No Mercy returns to pay-per-view. This time belonging to the SmackDown brand.
Wow. No Mercy used to be one of my favorite. Backlash was one of my favorite non-major pay-per-views back in the days.
Yes, indeed. We'll take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll come back. We'll talk more about, we'll talk about CM Punk. We'll come back. Don't go anywhere.
My name is Scott McGrath. The day before my 8th birthday, I fell in a pile of fire ants and suffered significant wounds on over 70% of my body. Since that day, I have made a solemn vow to kill every insect on planet Earth. I hate them with the passion of a religious zealot. Speaking of religion, of all the biblical plagues, I hate the locust plague the most. For the last 12 years, my white-hot rage has materialized in the form of my business, McGrath Pest Control. I have harnessed this unforgivable intolerance of insects and released the wrath of my fury on bugs in and around the homes of Houston. I will kill those bugs in any way that I can. Chemicals, my boot, my bare fist, or any other object that can end the life of an insect. Call 281-469-8240 and give me the honor of killing bugs at your house. I also hate rats and spiders. Go to McGrathPestControl.com.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the one and only Greg McCray Jr. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing, Lee?
I'm all right, man. And I hope Raw, this September 25th, I hope Clash of Champions won't be SAWLT, won't be salt. We'll see how it happens. Well, speaking of salt, CM Punk, former longest reigning champion in WWE, had a very difficult time last night at the UFC.
Yeah. But it was a learning experience for him. I believe the nerves was kicking in, dealing with a lot of different stuff, dealing with old nagging injuries from WWE. Uh, if he put his mind to it, things gonna get bigger and better for him.
Yes, indeed. And that was the first round. 2 minutes, 14 seconds. 2 minutes, 14 seconds. In the words of LL Cool J, Mama said knock you out. He got knocked out. 2 minutes, 14 seconds, but via submission. I can't take it no more. I'll quit. I'm breaking my arm. I give up. I'm tapping, tap. He can't do it no more. Can he cut the mustard next time? Well, that's the question, ladies and gentlemen. Can CM Punk cut the mustard?
I believe he can. If you put more work into it, stay disciplined. I believe he can work he can do it.
Yes, indeed. You know, this is a different environment for CM Punk. CM Punk used to the fast pace, to the rule book, if you will, over in WWE. He got the company, got fired on his wedding day, and says, "Hey, I'm trying my hand at UFC." Last time I checked, sir, your name is not Brock Lesnar. Difference between Brock Lesnar doing that and CM Punk doing that. Brock Lesnar conquered everything in the world. He's conquered the NFL, kind of, sort of. He conquered New Japan. He's conquered high school wrestling, college wrestling. He's conquered John Cena. He's conquered Taker, even the UFC again. But I'm telling you, I would love to see Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, this time in UFC.
That's not going to happen. That's too big of a weight difference in UFC. But CM Punk, he just got to really train the right way. I think if he has better training, and training the correct way, and just really dedicate himself. One thing I think really set him back was all the injuries they said that he had.
And by the way, CM Punk, that training does not involve bedroom fun with your lovely wife, Mrs. AJ Brooks. Just saying. Ask any wrestler, any married wrestler. When you have a big fight, you don't need to have no boom boom in the bedroom. You got a big fight. You need to stay focused.
Well, I don't know about all that. They've been there's some reports coming out lately, telling people that that's been wrong all this time.
What?
Times are changing.
So you telling me that all this time the coaches have been wrong?
Yeah, Doctor Sports Science, saying that actually that helps a male better than withholding from him. I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow. So all the time they've been telling him not to do it, and they've been wrong. Wow.
Well, if all you NFL football players, you might want to handle your business. Wow, you know that. Every time, every football game, every big fight, whether it's UFC, NFL, even WWE, they would say, "Hey, big fight, big game, whatever. Don't keep it loose, keep it simple. No boom boom. No, screw it. This show's uncensored. I'm going to say the word. This is uncensored. Those safe for the bed. Those safe for the game. Those safe for the fight. And turns out that it is Texas good before the fight of the big game. How interesting.
Yeah. Say it helps produce more, give male more testosterone.
Wow. So maybe Brock Lesnar, I think the reason why Brock Lesnar is so successful because he and his wife had sex for the fight. I'm like, bro, this is so successful. I think that's the reason why. Back to serious business. At September 25th, it will be Clash of Champions. Does that sound familiar? Yes, it does. WCW wants on the pay-per-view Clash of Champions, and now it's under WWE. So it's the first time in over 30 years, 30 plus years, Clash of Champions returns to pay-per-view.
Wow. That's man, one of my favorite shows. Before it became a pay-per-view, it was like a big night of television that rivaled Saturday Night Main Event.
Uh-huh.
It was actually the first time where you.
Say again? We lost him, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to call. Are you still there? Hang on a second. We lost him. We're going to get him back, ladies and gentlemen. It's all good. We're going to get him back. We're going to get him back right now, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on a second. Experiencing technical difficulties here, but we'll get him right back. While we do that, we're gonna go commercial break. When we come back, we'll have him on the air. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you. If you use your phone like I do a lot, there's nothing worse than having a cracked phone, man. I want to get that fixed. Well, you take a ride to Cell Phone Repair Center at 1609 West Buckingham Road, Garland, Texas, 75042. You can get that phone fixed for a low cost. That's 75042. Number to call, 972-931-8600. Hours are Monday through Saturday, varying from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and also 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Get your phone fixed and enjoy a crack-free phone. Back to the show with Lee Houston. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I can get order restored here. If I get order restored here, we're going to try to get our guests back. There are technical issues here. Let's try to get our host back. Our fellow host. Hang on a second. We're going to try to get it back. Just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Yo. We got technical problems everywhere, man. We're going to try to get our host back. We got to get this dude back. Hang on a second.
Hello.
All right, sorry about that. We got technical problems everywhere, man. But we're talking about Clash of Champions returning for the first time in 30 years. What's your opinion on that?
Man, I'm excited about WCW. I mean, old WCW pay-per-view names coming back. I'm really excited about it.
Yes, indeed, man. I believe the last time Clash of Champions, when it was on by WCW, the last time they happened, it was I think last time was August 21st, 1997. The last Clash of Champions, August 21st, 1997. Yes, it was in Nashville, Tennessee. The headquarters, by the way, of Impact Wrestling. Back in the day, most of you missed it. The last time WCW owned Clash of Champions was August 21st, 1997. Wow. 3 days
Man,
away
that's
from your birthday, by the
way
way.
back.
Yes,
Yeah.
3 days from your birthday.
Thank you.
And the man that wins the card was Steve Michaels versus Jeff Jarrett, Raven versus Steven Richards, Alex Wright versus the Ultimate Dragon, Chris Jericho versus Eddie Guerrero, Psychosis, Silver. Oh my God, this old. This old. Silver King, Viano. I'm not going to go through this card because a lot of people on this card. Most of them are deceased now. But at the time, this was the card for August 21st, 1997, Clash of Champions. The card, go look it up. Clash of Champions 1997. Look it up. My goodness.
Or go and watch it on the WWE Network.
Yes, sir. It's only $9.99. Did you know if you watch everything on the network, everything. It'll take you 2 years to finish all of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man, I went back and watched a lot of old pay-per-views. Watched some pay-per-views I had a chance to watch growing up. Watched some pay-per-views that I didn't have the money to go and watch it back live.
Yes, indeed. I went all the way back to the 80s and watched WrestleMania 1.
Ah.
Wow.
I had that videotape. And when I first watched it, if you go back and look at it, there is not one clothesline that they use in that whole pay-per-view. You do not see a clothesline on WrestleMania until halfway through the third match in WrestleMania 3.
So how now wrestling clothesline? A clothesline is just natural drink of water. How did they go that long without doing clothesline?
I think old school wrestling, they didn't use clotheslines. And to me, that was like when Kurt Angle first started wrestling. His game didn't step up until he learned the fine art of using the clothesline. And in today's wrestling, my generation wrestling, that clothesline, that one move is what took wrestling to the next level.
Yes, indeed, man. I'll tell you, my generation will follow up with the Attitude Era. Take the rule book, open the window, throw it out there. We're gonna do whatever we want to do. We're gonna do it. And I mean, if you have kids, now you have kids. It's serious now. You have kids who have the network. I'm telling you right now, everything from 2011 is not TV. So you guys know right now. So you might go your settings and censor that because everything from 98 to 2011 is not PG at all.
You're right. Pure wrestling, though. Pure wrestling.
When they had the broad panties matches, they did not put screw that. We're going to show it all. And yes,
at
the time. Yes, indeed. Kids saw that. So that's all you're going to get. But yes, it was, indeed. You had the most beautiful women in the world. People like Stacy Keibler. God bless you, girl. Stacy Keibler, Trish Stratus, Hall of Famer, by the way. Another Hall of Famer, and many more. Man,
they had some great wrestlers back in the days.
Yes, they did, man. I love the divas, man. Unfortunately for you, you're married, but for me, all night long, baby, all night long.
Man, that's the first divas to headline the main event of a Raw. Lita versus Trish Stratus. Man, Jacqueline was one of the great wrestlers back in the day. I was happy to see her finally get put in the Hall of Fame last year. She deserved it.
I tell you, man. That was one match. That was the first women's cage match. I believe it was Trish Stratus and I don't know her opponent. That's the first time two women got in the steel cage.
Man, to tell you the truth, TNA has some hardcore women's matches uh, that like had matches tougher than some of the men matches. When I seen Awesome Kong and Gail Kim, they was taking stop signs and hitting each other upside the head with it. I was like, wow, they're really having a hardcore match. Kendo sticks, uh, chairs. They was picking them up and they was wrapping each other upside the head with it.
Now, we all heard all of our lives. If you're a wrestling fan, you heard all your life. Oh, wrestling is fake. Well, hold on now. Wait a minute. I will agree to the fact wrestling is scripted. Yes, it is scripted. I will agree to that. But when you take a ladder and you knock somebody upside the head with that ladder, and your back of your head starts bleeding, and you need stitches to close the blood up, then you can tell me if that was real or not. I say people die in that very ring. Like the late great Owen Hart, a Hispanic wrestler, I think it was last year, who died in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, wrestling Rey Mysterio. Man, I saw that when I saw that match. It's like he was wrestling the whole match, and then Rey Mysterio drop kicked him, for the setup for his finisher. And the doctor said at that moment he had a heart attack at that moment, and nobody, they thought it was part of the match, and it wasn't really part of the match.
Like, I think he died right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died right there in the ring on site. Now, of course, it's nobody's fault. Accidents do happen. But Rey Mysterio goes for this move. He's done his whole career. I don't think he has. He's wrestled since then.
Oh yeah, he wrestling in Lucha Underground now.
Well, that particular place he's wrestling at, accidents do happen. That was an unfortunate accident. Jerry the King Lawler, not so long ago, had a heart attack right in the rings. I cannot say wrestling is fake. I can't say it's scripted. Then again, I see people die in the ring. Everything you ever watch is scripted. So yeah, all you critics that say, "Oh, wrestling is fake," well, so that's what you have to watch.
I mean, movies are fake, but you still go and pay your money and go watch it.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Everything you ever watch, everything you would ever watch on TV, every single thing outside, except Christian television. Outside of that, outside Christian television, everything you ever watch on TV is
even some of the Christian television shows scripted.
Well, they got to remember what to say. They can't go on the air. Oh my gosh, I was on to say. What about your part, Dad?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed, man. But I tell you, I want to give a shout out to the one and only, the phenomenal, and the brand spanking new WWE Universal Champion. His name is AJ Styles.
Yes, congratulations. Well deserved. WWE had AJ Styles early in his career, and they messed up and let him go. And then when TNA got him, they built the company around him. Won the X Division title, won the NWA World Heavyweight title first, then won the TNA World title. Won the IWGP Heavyweight title, and then came back to WWE to win the WWE title. Well deserved.
AJ Styles' career as championship gold has, I think, culminated. He's a multi-time champion everywhere he's been. As Greg said, New Japan, TNA, Ring of Honor, and now, first time ever, WWE Champion of the World. Congratulations to you, sir. Where do we go from here? Where does AJ Styles go from here? Well, I'll tell you where he's going to go. October 9th, No Mercy. AJ Styles will indeed defend his championship versus, drumroll please, versus Dean Ambrose.
Will John Cena come back?
You know, about John Cena, I got plenty I got plenty of John Cena hater rates. Here you go. John Cena says, "Never give up. Never." Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a second. Last time I checked, unless my eyes deceived me, I saw John Cena sitting flat on his earth, and he took his "Never give up" Band-Aid, left it off, and put it in the middle of the ring, and walked away. That was last month. August 21st, last month. It is September 11th, 2016. Where, oh where, oh where, oh where has John Cena gone?
John Cena is working across seas. Bruh, don't you know this is a setup to blow up so that when he come back, when AJ Styles as a champion come back and beat him and become the 16-time world champion alongside of Ric Flair. Come on, dude.
Devil is a liar. Not today. Not up in here. That's not.
Okay, dude.
If that doesn't happen. If that doesn't
when it happens.
I've been a long time John Cena hater, and I also need to change now. So I'm sticking with my convictions. I can't stand. I respect, but I can't stand John Cena. Couldn't stand him then, can't stand him now. It's too late to turn back for me, man. I've been the John Cena hater for a long time, and I've said a lot of things about John Cena that's really bad. Sometimes I can't repeat on this show. I could, but I can't. And
so you ain't
go all the way with it. I could, I can't, but I might. So yeah. But John, if you're listening, if you're watching, wherever you are, why don't you go to Walmart, purchase you a set of nuts, come to the show, put on your nuts, and wonderful time. And the word of the late great, yeah, I said it. Go to Walmart, it's on sale, a set of nuts, and get your ears kicked one more time. The words of Dusty Rhodes, he'll be your huckleberry all night long.
Come on, dude. John Cena, look, John Cena that took the smoke thing off of the back of a truck against JBL in an I Quit match. And who quit? JBL ran and said, I quit. He grabbed him and said, I quit.
That was then. This is now, player. That was then. At
look,
the time,
you beat him up. You beat him straight up fair and square. You're like, okay, it's time for him to step back, tend to some personal things, get his mind back together, then come back and make one last run before he retire.
Let's talk about Nikki Bella real quick. Nikki Bella, is she or isn't she a gold digger?
Nope.
Well, I'm just saying, John Cena was flat broke. John Cena lost his mansion, his money everywhere, no money at all. Nikki Bella would pack her $15,000 purse, hit that $2,000 door, get in a $15,000 car, and hit that road. Hit the road, Jay.
I don't think she'd do all that. I think she'd stay.
She ain't gonna stand by her man. She'll hit the road, Jay, and she ain't gonna come back no more.
She ain't leaving her man like that. She can take care of things herself.
Well, that's the case. Where was Nikki Bella when John Cena was dealing with Brock Lesnar's earth whooping at Suplex? What
she was in the back, watching and crying.
She should went to John Cena. Hey, babe, how you feeling? You all right? No. Oh no. John walked on by. She walked on by. I understand. You work with your girl. Work is work. I understand that. You all that at the house. I get that. Work is work. Business is business. If you come up with your wife, hang on, miss. I got something for you too. But you could at least comfort your man a little bit. Now, speaking of coming to work with your wife, the Miz. Where do I begin with you, sir? First of all, you brought your wife to work with you. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes that's good. Your wife got your back. Other times, not so smart. For example, Booker T and Carmel. There you go.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Carmel was a good compliment to Booker T.
Yeah, but then one time she cost her the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah. You're right on that one.
So sometimes it's not good to bring your wife to work. Sometimes not so smart. But nonetheless, the Miz is once again Intercontinental Champion. Nonetheless, he would defend that title probably at Night of No Mercy.
Oh, for sure he's gonna defend it at No Mercy.
And had he not ran his mouth to Daniel Bryan like he did, he wouldn't have to defend it tonight.
Oh man, tonight, I was so just, I don't know what to say about the way that match ended. I'm so ready to see him lose that belt.
Yep. He is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion probably of all time. I want to take you down.
Just right now, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you down memory lane for just a second. The last time the Intercontinental Championship and the WWE Championship were held at the same time was Hulk Hogan versus, I believe it was Ultimate Warrior, I think.
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior Hogan for both the WWE and Intercontinental Championship. I believe
one of the greatest.
Yeah.
One of the 96, I believe.
Yeah.
One of the greatest title matches.
And at the end, the Ultimate Warrior was with pyro and all, released with both the WWE and the Intercontinental Champion at the same time. However, the titles were not unified.
No.
I saw a post years ago, I think it was 2012, they wanted to unify either 13 when the Shield was around, or unify the Intercontinental title, the United States title. Well, that happened already. 2001, they unified both championships.
Wow.
I don't think the Intercontinental Championship and the United States Championship will be unified anytime soon.
No. That would be a grand big mistake.
The last time they happened was 2001, the Survivor Series.
I remember when Kurt Angle was the Euro Intercontinental Champion. You remember that?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely remember that. And he had to defend both titles, I believe, at what was it, WrestleMania.
Mhm.
He had to defend both titles and lost them both.
One fall for the European title, one falls for the Intercontinental title.
And
in a triple threat match.
Thanks to Hall of Famer Bob Backlund, who was the manager at the time. That was smart.
Bob Backlund is in his own world.
Yeah. My goodness, man. Well, speaking of making America great again, screw Donald Trump. Wait a minute. Speaking of Donald Trump, hold up. Memory serves correctly. At WrestleMania 20, he interviewed Hall of Famer the Jesse Ventura and said, "I'm my vice president." What happened to that? What happened? The last time I said you promised him, you gave your word. You said, Donnie Trump, you said, and I quote, "If I ever run for president, I'll make you my vice president." To Hall of Famer Jesse Ventura. Just saying. WrestleMania 20, Part 2. What you said.
Yeah. Times have changed.
And if God forbid, if God forbid he becomes president, he'll be the first Hall of Famer to be celebrity wing to be president. God help us all.
We're gonna have the first Hall of Famer or the first former First Lady as champion, as the president.
I don't think his wife even qualified to be first lady. She ain't even from here. Ain't she an immigrant? And Donald Trump don't like immigrants? And you married an immigrant?
No, she's not an immigrant.
She's from Mexico or something. She's from Italy, Mexico.
No, not that I ain't heard of that. Where you get that from?
Her name, man, look at her name, bro.
Okay, take them bags, tie the bags up, and put them over
Let's see. Melania Trump is from. Where are you from, girl? Argentina. Born and raised in Argentina. No,
Yeah.
Slovenia, whatever that is. Slovenia, I think, born and raised there.
Something like that.
Yeah. So there were requirements to be first lady. She don't qualify. First ladies don't really do nothing. So if she was first, if there was qualifications, she wouldn't qualify at all. Nonetheless, let's get back to some wrestling. Because I'll tell you right now, Donald Trump. I invite Donald Trump. I invite you, sir, to a free trip just for you to Suplex City. In fact, I need to call Brock Lesnar Inauguration Day. Once you take the oath of office, if God forbid if you ever do become president, when you finish that last sentence in the oath of office, finish that last sentence, Brock Lesnar out of nowhere takes you to Suplex City all day long.
No, he can't. He couldn't even survive going. He couldn't even survive going past the the exit, much less going anywhere near Suplex City.
He will pass out the first suplex.
Man, he'll pass out from Brock grabbing him.
Yeah, my God, that's messed up, man. But now, I'm gonna say one more thing about this election, and then we're gonna move on to wrestling. We're almost done, actually. I think there's a third person in there. I think Gary. I think. Please tell me the third person in the party. Love God, please.
I heard about. I think I seen some Gary Johnson. I think.
I would rather. It's best to go with devil I know, devil I don't know. And devil I know is kind of tripping. Devil I don't know, I don't really like him. So I'm gonna go with Gary. Hillary's kind of tripping lately. Donald Trump, you just suck. So I'm going with Gary. I don't even know you, but anybody but Donald Trump.
No, I mean, Hillary Clinton to me, she's even though a lot of stuff they coming out negative about her, stuff they trying to discredit her about, but she has a good mind. She's been in the White House before, has been a first lady, which will give her a different insight on different things, and having her husband being a former president who really helped out the United States. To me, that's the best choice right there overall, no matter what people say or think about her.
I would love it. It'd be cool. It'd be cool if Bill Clinton could be the vice president. That's not going to happen. But he'll be the first gentleman if Hillary wins the election.
Yes.
It'll be the first gentleman. The first person, believe me, I checked. The first time ever a former president, first gentleman, and his wife is president. Women can run. They just have to won the election. So, not saying women can't be president. Not saying that at all. They can. They just have one election. So until then, a man is president. And God forbid Donald Trump. But hopefully history can be made. Let's hope that God history can be made. Good. No, I don't like you, Donald. In fact, I'm going to go purchase tickets to Suplex City just for you, Donald Trump. Just for you. Just for you and your whole family. 30. I'm going to pay out, 50 tickets for you and your entire family, all of y'all, at one time, one round trip ticket to Suplex City. Speaking of Suplex
One
City.
way.
Who
You going in, but you ain't coming out.
Yeah. Who would you say is the next victim for Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar. He's his own victim. Randy Orton is going to come back and get revenge for the way he handled him at the end of SummerSlam.
I believe that's at a house show, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. That's at a house show, I think, coming up, the rematch.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to be cleared to wrestle in that match.
That's a shame, man. It's a shame. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to wrap up tonight's show. I want to thank my brother for being on the show with me tonight. Hopefully he'll be here. He'll be doing the morning show whenever he can. I will see you guys later. I'm Lee Houston. This is Greg McCray. We got you out of here. Good night, everybody.
Good night.